Welcome back to Kwesi Bowl TV. Thank you again. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you for joining us for an evening of review of the EPL review. We will talk a little bit about the Manchester United versus Newcastle Carabao Cup final at Wembley earlier today. Thank you. Thank you. Please share, subscribe, like. Please don't forget, comment, agree, disagree. It doesn't matter as long as you are respectful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Liverpool played Crystal Palace, and it was literally like pouring bleach in your eyes. As a Liverpool fan, I know for a neutral fan, I'm sure they bored talking mad trash about Liverpool in the first place. So forget them. But as a Liverpool fan, it was like literally pouring bleach into your eye watching this match. It was boring. We had no sense of anything. There was like, was there an activity? There was transition plays that we did, whether defense or offense. Is there anything? Transitional passing? Nothing. It was so boring. This was more of like Liverpool way before Klopp even. I mean, I don't even want to mention which coach it is, but this was so embarrassing. I mean, this does not make any sense how from coming back from the Madrid situation that we had, we don't need to talk more about it. And then you would think that we will go all out on this one because we needed this 3 points. I told you in my preview, nothing less than 3 points is needed for this match. And we went out there again with that mentality of thinking that teams are scared of us. Those days are over. Unless we reestablish ourselves as the team to be feared, nobody's going to fear Liverpool anymore. And the tactics again, Klopp, why are we playing such a highlight? We gave them 3 opportunities where it was identical to the same thing we did against Madrid. If they have taken their chances, we will be sitting here wondering, how did we shape 3 goals against Crystal Palace? So let's start with the lineup. He went with the same back 4 with the exception of Gomez. Matip in there. We understand that Gomez is injured. So Matip had to step in. Konate is not ready yet, so we don't even have to worry about bringing him in. In the middle 3, he went with Keita, Henderson, and Milner. I did say in my preview that that will be the position where I think he will make a lot of changes. I don't know why he played Henderson again after Madrid, but that's a whole different conversation. Up top, he brought Jota in because Nunes is injured, so we still, you had Jota, Gakpo, and Salah. Gakpo and Jota have to figure out how to play with each other. That was bound to happen. Jota is still rusty. The man is still rusty. He's been out for months, so I don't expect anything from Jota. If he scores, that's icing on the cake. But right now, I don't expect anything from Jota because the man has been out for so long. So I'm not going to put any pressure on how he plays, whether he plays well, he scores goals now. Of course, they were going to let us have majority of the ball. The fact that we went back to the same thing again. Okay, Klopp, you want to play 4-3-3? That's fine. But why are we keep doing this side to side, side to side, side to side, backwards? Henderson, 95% of Henderson balls went back to the defenders. What kind of team or midfielders are going to be scared of him? Henderson has his great qualities. I'm not going to say, his leadership, because that's what Liverpool fans always say. But Henderson has his great qualities when he had the legs, and even now, although he doesn't have the legs anymore. But this thing of frustrating everybody is nobody's scared of him. So everything he does is like, oh, wow, we didn't know that he had in his locker. He gets the ball. Most of the ball he gets, it goes back. I can guarantee that is the manager telling him to do that. Because in a game like this, you need somebody to tread those passes. Here comes Keita. I heard somebody say today, shout out to the day trippers. They were like, the game was so slow, Keita could not even figure out how to play. Because Keita is always an up-tempo player. That is true. But if this game has slowed down, doesn't it make it easy for you? Because he couldn't control the ball. He could even tread a pass. This is your chance to prove to us that we need you after this season. Thiago's not there. So in this match, it's like, okay, Thiago is in there. He creates those chances where we can see. Keita, this is your chance. You didn't do it. Second half, Klopp takes him out and brings in Elliott. He brings Elliott to do exactly the same thing Keita was doing that he couldn't figure it out. So what did Elliott do in the whole second half? Nothing. Just running around, pacing with the ball. But then when he loses the ball, Henderson has bumped forward, we lose the ball. And now he has to chase, and he's not even chasing. I'm going to talk up, not Henderson, sorry, Trent. I'm going to talk about Trent in a little bit. Robertson, I'm going to start Robertson. This foolishness is every single time, as soon as we get the ball, he's way over there with the 18, on the opposition 18-yard box. And every time we get hit a counter attack, he is running full speed, trying to catch up to what's going on. That is what is frustrating a lot of Liverpool fans when it comes to Klopp tactics. You have made a few tactical changes during this season, but then he goes back every single time to these same tactics that everybody has figured us out. Everybody has figured us out. Why does he keep going back to the same thing? You could play 4-3-3 without pushing the high line over there. You could play 4-3-3 without us doing this side to side, side to side. We are not the only team that people sit back on us. City, people do the same thing to them. But guess what? They keep transitioning in between the lines with ease and then hit somebody with a goal. But when it comes to Liverpool, we keep playing the same thing. Klopp still plays the same thing, and it's very, very frustrating. Trent, right now I've come to the point where I think Trent, we need to bring another right back to challenge him. He's not going to go to the midfield because guess what? He doesn't have the presence of mind to know what's going on around him. Everything is just going forward. He gave an hospital pass to the goalie where the goalie could have been hurt. So did Martin. And that is very frustrating. That's why a lot of people said, okay, Trent, right now, we can't have Trent playing right back or maybe push him in the midfield. You push him in the midfield, going forward, he's amazing. Coming backwards, he's just going to be walking around like he's not part of the team. This thing about Klopp's system is how Trent plays is because of Klopp. No, that's foolishness. Going forward and position himself ahead, yes, that's Klopp. That's how the system is. But coming backwards, playing defense where he's not going forward, where he needs to have a presence of awareness, he doesn't have it. Today, he passed the ball literally without even looking where the goalie was, and somebody could have scored or the goalie could have gotten hurt. Same thing happened to Matip too. I said it before. So we can't make an excuses for Trent anymore where it's oh, it's the system why he's doing that. We need somebody. If we bring, what's his name, Jude or whoever, Casado or whatever, who we're going to go for, it's not going to happen. The same thing will happen because he's going to fall asleep in defense when the ball, if we get hit on a counter attack, he's not going to jog back. He's just going to be jogging or walking back, expecting somebody to do his job and give him the ball, which he did so many times against Palace. Against Everton, I thought he had turned the corner. As a matter of fact, since we came back from World Cup, I thought he turned around the corner. He's hustling. He's playing a little more defensive. He's a little bit aware of what's going around him. But then all of a sudden, he started falling asleep against a team that we needed to beat. This is frustrating with Trent. So right now, I've come to the conclusion. We need somebody else to come in and put pressure on him. None of this foolishness of, oh, let's push him in the midfield and see what he would do. No, the same thing that he does right now. If you can figure out a right back, what do you think is going to happen in the midfield? That has to stop. The front three, Salah, you got the money. This thing of when we hit it on the counter attack, you always passing the ball way too early so that you get the final shot needs to stop. We see you, man. Sometimes hold the ball and let somebody else get open and create the chances for them. As soon as we get the ball, he passes it right back so that he could get the final touch at the end. And it hurt us a lot during this match. Sometimes get the ball, relax, get the ball, wait. See Gakpo, see Jota, thread the ball pass in there. But as soon as you give him the ball, he gives it right back so that he can open up and then try to get the ball to score. That is the selfish Salah that we've been talking about. Now I'm going back to my manager. You cannot keep playing this tactics. I don't care who you bring into this team. We're going to get found out, period. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, well, we're going to make changes and da-da-da-da. We make changes, you bring the same players, you're going to be playing the same thing. High line with fullback bombing forward and expecting the midfielders to go forward and then come back and recover for the fullback. That has to stop. We've already been figuring it out. So you need a new system. You can keep your system but refine it. What about that? We should have never drawn this game. We should have won. Luckily, we didn't lose because they had a more threatening chances than Liverpool did. And this is very frustrating. We move on. At least my Golden State Warriors won today. Anyway, here we go. We knew Fulham and Wolves. They were the first match of the weekend. They drew 1-1. I was expecting Fulham to win this one, but Wolves came in with the business. They scored first, actually. And the goal that Fulham scored for Equalizer was pretty good. What's her name? Solomon. And then Sarabia scored the goal for Wolves. It was a very entertaining match. It was back and forth a couple of times. Go on the Saturday matches. Everton lost to Villa. I did not expect this. I thought what's the name? Sean Dice have turned this team around and they were going to be doing some big things, but apparently not. They did not do anything because 2-0 at home, that makes no sense. This is a relegation team right now. Leeds beat Southampton at home. I was expecting a draw. Southampton is struggling. They might end up in the relegation. Leicester City at home lost to Arsenal. It was pretty intense match. I think that Leicester should have won this. They created more chances than Arsenal did. More clear-cut chances than Arsenal did. Yeah, Arsenal is dangerous when they have the ball. So every time they have the ball, you think they're about to do something. But Leicester should have won this. That's what I'm going to say. Leicester should have won this game. West Ham put a foot up to Tottenham Forest. West Ham put a foot up to North Forest. Let's just say it. West Ham beat Forest 4-0. And that is quite a lot of goals for West Ham because we haven't seen them score that many goals like this in a long time. So kudos. Ings, of course, put 2 goals in. Antonio finally scored a goal. And then Rice, of course, their main man, put the ball in. Bournemouth and City, we expecting this to happen. Everybody knew this. If City have dropped points, this season would have been over for them, especially what they did over the midweek against RB Leipzig. 4-1. Sunday match today, we saw what Spurs did to Chelsea. 600 plus million, and they still haven't scored a goal. If you're going to lose, at least score 1 goal. Spurs beat them 2-0. And it's not like Spurs is playing an amazing game. Yes, Kane is playing very well right now. Song had to come off the bench, and I think, again, he did okay, but it was okay. But yeah, Chelsea should have never lost this game. At worst, they should have tied, and they still can't score. I don't even think they even got a shot on goal. That's how bad it is. 600 million LFC fans, you listening? Spending money does not give you a guarantee on anything. On Wednesday, of course, we got a couple games coming. We have Arsenal versus Everton, and then Liverpool versus Wolves, which we need 3. That's what I'm going to say. We need 3 points. I don't care about the goals. Just give me 3 points. But let's talk about Newcastle versus Manchester United. Congratulations to Manchester United for winning the for winning the Carabao Cup today. They beat Newcastle 2-0. They could have been more. Newcastle was the team that would look like they were going to win, but they could not put their chances away. They had so many opportunities, and they still could not put that chance away. It's not even, they had the opportunities, but they didn't take the shot. I don't even think David De Gea had any moment where you'd be like, oh, wow, he did what he did. Man, you got their 2 chances, and they scored. The first goal, to me, looks like an offside. How is it the ball is offside? I mean, how should I say this? The man crossing the ball is going to 2 or 3 players who are offside. How do we know who's going to get the ball, right? But hey, good job to Casemiro for scoring that goal. A lot of people think that the goal should be called offside, but they gave it to them. So congratulations to Man U fans who scored, who won their Carabao Cup, a cup that they always be making fun of Liverpool fans and every other rival fan that this is not an important cup, but today they're jumping up and down like they won the Champions League. Congratulations to them. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you guys. I'm still frustrated with this Liverpool, man. This week has been really bad for Liverpool fans. At least, like I said, my Golden State Warriors played well. Klay Thompson almost went nuclear today. We move. Wednesday, we are back, and we expect nothing less. Guys, share, subscribe, and like. Don't forget to write a comment or 2. Please be respectful, and don't forget a notification bell. Kwesi Bowl. Peace.